So one day what happened was me and my friends were discussing different type of topics because we had free time, and the topic of our classroom came in. We had been in the same classroom for 2 years, that is class 9 and class 10, and I asked a question to all of them. The question was, do you know the light switches and the fan switches of the room? All of them replied the same answer. No, we had been in this room for 2 damn years and nobody knew the switches. Absolutely great accomplishment on our part, I understand. Now that story was fun, right? And with this, I would like to start the second part. Today, I'll be talking about fun. So, part 1. What is fun? If we were to properly define it, fun would be known as doing activities that are enjoyable or amusing. Well, by definition, it's not certainly doing some marvelous grand things. And as I gave the example, even small things can be fun. Now, I am not a Himalayan saint who will just distinguish between all the different kind of fun and use the word fulfillment instead of fun, but there are certain things which are not enjoyable. They might be pleasurable, they might be amusing, but they are not enjoyable at all, and your subconscious brain absolutely does not enjoy them. Some of the examples are like doom scrolling, binge eating. Technically speaking, they are disorders, and I would even go as far as to call them addictions. But as I already told you guys in the previous parts, use your common sense. I am not telling you to live a life of isolation, absolutely not. What I am telling is take part, but don't indulge, don't get hooked. Part 2. Moderation is key. So when I was writing the script, a line came to my mind and I thought it would be kind of funny, but when I actually read it a few times, I felt that yes, this line is absolutely correct in terms of fun. The line was, if you can't control your fun, then fun will control you. And this is just the summary of having fun. If you have too much fun, your fun is going to have you. If you don't have any fun, then come on, you will just be a boring and depressing guy. But what is important is don't have the wrong interpretation of what is fun. Watching one reel that your friend sent you can be fun, but sitting there scrolling for hours on end, it's absolutely not fun. And in the long run, it's not even fun. It's a detriment to your health, both physical and mental. And I could go on and on about the influence that it puts you in, but I will spare you the time. Now is where the stuff gets interesting. Part 3. A secret hack. But before I reveal any secrets, this is just the part 2 of the entire series. Go and subscribe to get notified as soon as I upload the next parts. So, what is the secret? The secret is moderation increases fun. Let me break it down with a very nice analogy. Imagine you woke up next day and you had a choice. Would you either drink something today or eat something today? If you do one, then you can't do the other. If you choose to eat, then throughout the entire day, you cannot drink anything, not even water. And if you choose to drink, you will have to fast for the entire day. A week of that hell. And after that, on the 8th day, you finally get to have both together. The level of appreciation you will show for that water and food to be together, it's immense. And this just proves my point. This is a very extreme example, but the thing is, the extreme things prove the point. If you do something less, it becomes more fun. Whereas if you do something more frequently, it becomes less fun. And this leads very nicely to part 4, regular versus reward. Let's take the example of an ice cream. If you are walking and you see a shop, you directly have that craving that I want an ice cream right now. If you just go and get it and then eat it, you won't feel that much of something that, alright, yes, I had the craving, I had the desire, and I went and I bought and I ate. Done, finished. That tale ends there. But if you say to yourself, alright, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna do 50 push-ups, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna give it to myself as a reward. Your appreciation will skyrocket because number one, you had to work for achieving it. Now don't focus on the health benefits of the 50 push-ups. They are definitely good, but stick to the philosophy or the idea I'm trying to tell you. If you work for something, that becomes more fun. Whereas if you just go and enjoy it right now, imagine you had a goal for yourself. Today I'll complete sample paper. Oh well, anyways, you are too young to complete the sample paper right now. You don't even know the contents. But anyways, considering you want to complete a sample paper right now, but you have a craving of a chocolate or something. If you tell yourself, once I complete the sample paper, only then am I allowed to eat the chocolate. Your appreciation for the chocolate will skyrocket. Instead, if you just eat it right away. I'm generally giving the health examples, but you can apply this to so many other things. And you know what is the other benefit? The other benefit is it will help you counter guilt. Imagine there is a marriage ceremony of your relative. You really want to attend it, but you don't want to miss your studies. If there was a normal person who just missed his studies and went to the wedding. Even after enjoying the wedding, he would still constantly think that, my goodness, studies, all of this. But you are someone who is following my ideology. What will you do? You will try to work as much as you can before the marriage ceremony. And once that marriage ceremony comes, that time you will have literally all your focus to the marriage ceremony, not to the studies, because you know that you have already completed the studies. This is the example of something that cannot be influenced. A chocolate can be influenced by you whether you buy it or not, but the marriage ceremony cannot be influenced by you. And so I have given you tricks for both of the situations. Part 5, conclusion. There are 3 main things that you have to keep in mind. Number 1, this class only comes once in your entire life. Number 2, work super hard so that you beat your competition. Number 3, have fun along the way. Otherwise, you will just become a machine. You will not have feelings, you will not have stories, you will not have humor, you will not have wit, and there are so many things that you will lack. I did not want to include so much of philosophy in this video, but Homo sapiens as a species, like humans, basically, they are a social creature. We are not like Neanderthals, hope I pronounced it correctly, that we can survive alone. We need social interaction, we need fun, and we need to enjoy. Neither are we Neanderthals or the AI chatbots. We are separated from both of these things because one is we have emotions. Number 2, we have to have people around us. If I was to give the best advice, best trick, best hack, and the best of everything in one sentence, I will just say that don't neglect any part of the class, whether it be your social life or your academic life or the life which is not influenced by either of them. Whatever it is, don't neglect any of them. Now, I am not telling you to go and have parties every weekend. What I am telling is, keep everything in moderation. You know what is your current focus right now. There is a limit to fun. It does not have a unit, so we cannot directly say that, alright, have 10 to the power something fun. We cannot say that, but what we can directly say is, don't have fun when you should not. Don't indulge. Don't get hooked. If you follow these 3 principles, fun of your life is not going to disappear. Instead, it's going to increase, because things you think are fun are probably not fun. Now, if you are watching the part 2 right now and you haven't even watched the part 1, then go and click this one. It's about sacrifices. Or if you are someone who is actively on self-improvement, then you might have a very big misconception. Go and click this one to solve all of your doubts. I'll see you in the next one. Start if you haven't already.